Hi guys, I'm Joseph Brainkamp and this is Average Joe Dividend Stocks. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But on this channel, I just go over my stock account, what's it doing. It was through the recession, but ever since I started making videos, the stock markets went up. So, I mean, it's still down compared to where it was at, but I was expecting it to be a lot more down through this whole thing. So let's get into it. So this week, it started going down in the middle of the week, and then it kind of recovered a little bit. I'm still down on the week, but it's not that bad. Uh, so I'll show you that chart right here this week, and then 3 months. All right, so let's go into my $50 a week. If you didn't know, I put $50 a week into my stock account. Uh, so this week I spent my whole 50 on NAT. So their earnings is tomorrow, and we have ex-dividend dates on Friday. It's expected to be big dividend payments because they pay their dividends by how much profit they make, and they said they're making more money than they've ever had before. So I'm excited about the dividends. I'm excited about earnings tomorrow. I can't wait to see that. I'll show you a little chart, what their stock's done over the last year. As you can see, it's going up. We've had some sell-offs in there. Every stock goes up and down, but for the most part, it's up. Earnings is supposed to be big tomorrow, and then even bigger is their next earnings. Because the oil crisis was at the end, maybe in the middle or the end of this quarter, so they were making a lot of money, but it wasn't as much as they're making now. Like they came out and publicly said that uh, they're making way more money than they ever have before. You gotta pay $70,000 a day and sign a 6 month contract, so it's gonna be really good for at least the next 6 months. I got a little chart right here that I'm gonna show you. It shows the estimate growth of their company for this quarter, next quarter, the whole year, and next year. As you can see, next year they kind of have them making the same amount of money. I mean, we're gonna have to wait and see. But if they do that, I said that I was probably gonna only hold these shares for 6 to 9 months. But if they're still making that type of money next year, then I'm gonna hold the stock a lot longer than I thought I was at first, and collect all these dividend payments and sell it probably next year sometime. So we'll see how it goes. The oil crisis is because Saudi Arabia cut their prices, ramped up production. Plus, you have the coronavirus going on, so you don't have no cruises right now. They use a lot of oil. You got a lot less flights, a lot less traveling. People have been on lockdown, so there's just nowhere to go with the oil. And it actually costs more. I mean, it costs a lot of money to stop pumping oil. Yeah, they can slow it down, but to seal off a oil well costs a lot of money, and then they risk damaging it uh, forever. If they damage it forever, they're gonna have to dig a whole new well. It's gonna cost way more money, so they have to keep them running. They slow them down as much as they can, but they have to keep the oil wells running. So right now, NAT stock is looking like a great buy. I can't wait for earnings tomorrow. And then, like I said, I can't wait for earnings from 3 months from now. Can't wait for all these dividend payments. And yeah, I'll probably hold the stock a little bit longer than what I thought at first. So we just got to wait and see how everything goes. First, I thought it was a short-term play, but now it's starting to look more like a long-term play. So now, let's get into my dividend payment I received Thursday. I got my dividend payment from Apple, a little over $7. It's not much, but it's free money. This is my third dividend payment by Apple, but at first I only had 3 shares. Now I have 9 shares. I'd like to add some more. Uh, Apple's one of the most profitable companies in the world. I really love Apple. It's been making me money so far. It only dipped down below what I first bought my shares at, like during the middle of the pandemic when the stock market crashed. So I really love Apple. I'm gonna keep holding on to it. Try to add more shares. That's like my expensive stock. So like I really can't afford Apple, but as maybe I sell NAT, just whenever I sell it, I'll be able to buy a couple more shares and stuff like that. But I really believe in Apple. They could always raise their dividends. They don't pay out that much in their dividends for their earnings. So uh, then let's talk about Texas Roadhouse. All right, so Texas Roadhouse. I'm not sure when they cut their dividend, but I seen that they weren't on my calendar for the next couple weeks, and I went and checked them on Yahoo Finance, which is a great tool to use, and they have NA by the dividends, so they did cut out their dividend payment. But that's a smart business move. Everything's starting to open back up. Well, at least here in Missouri, we're starting to open up, starting to let dine in. But I mean, it's probably, we'll say, less than half capacity because you have to keep everybody social distancing and all the new special rules they got to follow. So they're not going to be running at full like they were, but they're going to start making some more money again as we keep moving forward. Hopefully, uh, it'll go back to normal. We gotta wait and see. But right now they're gonna start opening it back up, but they have to use the social distancing and all that stuff. So they're not gonna be running at full capacity. But it's a great restaurant. It's growing. Unfortunately, it got hit by the coronavirus hard, but I feel like they're gonna come out on the other side, and then they're gonna start building back to where they were. So I plan on holding the stock at least 5 to 10 years, and hopefully they can start paying dividend payments again, because that's one of the reasons why I bought it, because I am average Joe dividend stocks. So, all right, I'm gonna show you my positions. So I'll show you my positions where I'm at. Last week I was up on almost all of them. This week I'm about half and half, but I'm still up on some of them, which is good. I'm expecting NAT to do big this week. I'm expecting to be up on them this week, and then for future months to come, I expect to make some money off of them. And I'm gonna keep buying the stocks I'm buying. I've spent my 50 this week all on NAT, but I assume that the stock's going to go up, so I might not buy anymore. If it goes up, I'm going to go back to working on Texas Roadhouse, try to build up a good position in Texas Roadhouse, at least get it to 15 where Foot Locker's at, and then I can decide what I'm going to start working on after that. All right, if you seen my last video, it was over the new stimulus check. It did pass Friday, pass the House Friday, but now it's got to go to the Senate. They got to dissect it. They got to take out what they don't want. Then the Republicans want to add stuff, so it actually might be a while before we see this thing pass. But if it does pass, it's got a lot of good stuff in there. Like the stimulus checks, I feel like it's gonna pass. They want to help the country, so I feel like the stimulus checks are gonna pass. I feel like the premium pay for the essential workers, frontline workers, whatever you want to call them, I feel like it's gonna pass. It might not though. They still got to vote on everything. Some of the Republicans, they said they want to wait and see, see if the country opens back up. They don't want to put the country in a bunch of debt, which is understandable because eventually we will have to pay this money back. If they raise our taxes or stuff like that, eventually, we got to pay the debt back. So if I do get the stimulus checks and stuff, I'm probably going to put a little bit in my stock market account, but not as much as I did last time maybe, because there is other stuff I need to do. Like I have two YouTube channels. One's my family YouTube channel, just me and my kids hanging out, having fun. And then I have this one, and I feel like I should invest in it a little more, you know. Right now, all I got is a GoPro for my camera. I mean, I got my phone, but I want to get a regular camera. I need to get a laptop so when we travel, I can upload and stuff while we're traveling instead of waiting until I get back home. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want and need. And so if I get that, I might not put as much in my stocks, but I'm investing for my future. So there is bills and stuff I want to pay off too. The less bills I have, the more I can invest in the stock market. And then, yeah, just try to build for the future. All right, like I said, pretty exciting day tomorrow. NAT earnings. I can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully it goes up big. I mean, I'm probably gonna be long term on this, so it don't really affect how much it goes up because I'm not gonna sell it tomorrow. But I would like to see it go up, and then I'm gonna start using my $50 a week to buy Texas Roadhouse, like I said. Build it up to at least 15 shares, and then because I really do believe in Texas Roadhouse. I love it every time I bait there. It's been great. It's a great it's a great restaurant, and as long as they keep growing, I feel like their stock's going to do really good in the future. And their business model is really good. They got a bar, they got great food. I mean, service is great. Yeah, it's just a great place. I really love it, and I believe in them, and I feel like they're gonna keep growing, especially after all this is over. And then I got a little bit on Carnival Cruise too. I seen that they announced that they're gonna start doing cruises again August 1st, which is awesome. I hope that really does happen. Once cruises starts again, I feel like its stock should start moving back in the right direction. I mean, it's gonna take a while. I'm kind of stuck with it at the time. I haven't bought no new shares in a while. Just kind of stuck. I'm not gonna sell it as a loss. I'm just gonna hold on to what I got. And if it goes bankrupt, it goes bankrupt. I don't think they will. They raised a whole bunch of money to make it through this, but now they have all that long-term debt they're gonna have to pay off with high interest rate. So they're gonna be hurt for some years. But all I can do is just hold the shares I got now. I don't want to sell it for a loss. You don't ever lose your money until you sell your shares. See what I'm saying? I just gotta hold it, and hopefully it goes back up. And then whenever it goes back up, we'll see where the company is, see if I want to keep holding it, see if they start paying dividends again. But it's gonna be some years. I'm already ready for the long haul. I'm not gonna add any more shares right now. We'll just see. We'll just have to see where it goes as the year goes. I mean, my cost basis, I think, in the 27s. I feel very comfortable with that. So, hope you all like this video. I might do another video after earnings on NAT. I was thinking about doing it. Maybe post it like Tuesday or something. We'll see. And then I think I'm going to start doing videos in the middle of the week, like what is passive income, what is a dividend, kind of break it down, and just show what I've learned so far, and you know how I feel about passive income, how I feel about dividends, and all that good stuff. So I hope you all have a great day. I'll see y'all next week, maybe on Tuesday.